Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Monday SitRep. Pretty quick rundown we have today, but let's dive right in and get to this, well, this beast, quite
so
frankly.
cool.
I mean, this is the most detailed Lego train model I have ever seen in my life, and the fact that it is a kit is even more impressive because I think that there's probably quite a few train builders out there who could put together something similar to this, but then ask them to make instructions or ask someone else to try to, be able to sit down and build it. Not a chance, but this is of that level.
Yes. What a display! I mean, what a display piece.
What a display
and
piece.
And it also runs on the. It's right now. The motors are currently engaged with those drive wheels, push rods, etc. But so it's not going to move. But this thing, it can be motorized.
It comes
motorized
with two motors and a brick stuff lighting kit.
Wow.
And so it's all lit up, and it's got the drive, and it's got the power to it. So you'll see when we release the designer studio for this. When I was talking with Glenn from BMR. The length of train that you can pull behind this thing is something like 20 cars. I mean, the power that this thing kicks out is absolutely nuts. You can really, really pull a lot, especially if you've picked up any of those boxcar tanks, or the box cars or the flat cars with the tanks, any of that kind of stuff. All of it would look really, really good hauling behind this thing. And it can pull a ton, especially when it's hooked up to these nice brick tracks. If you get it everything it needs, it can definitely be a very, very functional model, but also just works really nice as a display piece. I can't believe they included the stand.
And then so this is made by train fans, like big time. So Glenn and Kale, obviously, but Dan actually, he's been part of the Lego Train Club in town. He was part of that for quite a few years, and he's made numerous trains. So I mean, he had an eye on this as well. So it's you got a lot of train experts. Really pouring kind of their heart into this thing. So
yeah, absolutely. It's definitely kind of a culmination of the efforts of many people. But Glenn obviously took it on, and then Dan helped him kind of create that actual kit out of it. Did some strength testing, and
that's a huge jump from like a model to a kit kind of.
Oh my gosh! So. Yeah, that is the process right there. You know what I mean? Anybody can build what they want. Creating it into a kit, that's a whole different deal. So really, really came together nicely. And I mean. Is there anything else like this out there that you've seen anywhere? No, there isn't. There just isn't. You can't find it. So props to Dan and Glenn, and this is a really, really sweet model. Back on restock pre-order. Comes with these cool engineers too. We can go over those guys.
Yeah, sure. We'll get these guys on the turntable here. Again, a simple denim uniform, kind of some coveralls going on there. That really iconic like conductor cap going on there. That's we opted to use our Navy or our Marine 8-point cap. Very similar, but printing on, that's like a 5-surface printing on that.
The whole dang thing. Yep.
The printers were like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to us? So they're just, I think, really iconic looking. One guy, just sort of a traditional sort of conductor mustache. And the other guy has a likeness of somebody that may or may not have had a hand in building this.
Oh, sure.
So, one of the guys. So.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Yes. So
it's a fun addition.
Yeah, it turned out great.
But yeah, this thing, top of the line, back in action. It's been a long time since we restocked it. I don't expect it. It'll be kind of like one of the SR-71, F-117, all those big kits. It's kind of falling into that category. So if this is something that you have on your wish list, make sure you get it while you can, because you never know. There could be a part on here that disappears, and then that's it. Yeah. Those guys are always building more trains too. So it's not like they, once they're done with this, they're moving on to the next project and excited for it. So if you want to keep up with the Brickmania trains, get on this, then get ready for more.
I wonder how many feet of flex tube are on this thing, because it's just there's so much flex tube going on here that I mean, I've never seen anything quite like this, and I think Dan actually had to pare down a little bit of the flex tube, just to make it not like a 6-star kit, because already it's a 5-star.
I think it's top difficulty.
It's a difficult kit. It's a good challenge.
It's a super rewarding build at the end. But yeah, I mean, make no bones about it. Like, it is a very advanced build. You can tell just by the shape of all this. I mean, where do you even see? I mean, obviously you see the Lego, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you don't see any remedial building skills in this. I mean, this is the experts putting this together, and that's how you get. I mean, look at the shape of the front of that.
Yeah,
right down the barrel. That thing is just.
I think once you start adding those details, all the greebles everywhere, that's kind of when the stars start kind of ticking up.
Right,
So,
yeah, exactly. So, and then just not only that, but you want to build it, and you got to build it well enough to the point where it can run around a track.
Right.
If you want to do that, and so that does take some just your own skill, making sure that that clutch is applied and it's ready to go. But what a satisfying end! The New York Central Mohawk. Stay tuned for the designer's desk. We're hoping to have that out relatively soon.
Yes.
Good to hear from them. He's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to this train and all trains. It's pretty impressive. Let's move on to the minifigs though, because we have two minifigs back in action, plus 3 perfect caliber.
Yes. So first of all, we have the Soviet officer, and he's carrying some perfect caliber there. So that's the trench gun, and then that's the MG 34. No.
Correct.
Yes, 34. I got that round barrel. So he's just holding them. I don't know if there's no significance
no
there.
Pairing. Literally just put them in his hands.
That officer, he's got some color shifting going on that torso to get it to more. The officers had a bit more of a rich color to their tunics, and then he's wearing those. I think they're like cavalry breeches, kind of. They're in that style. So some breeches going on for the pants. Some high boots, and we have that 3D printed officer's cap with that, I believe the color is like a raspberry color is what is, and then I think that's signifying infantry.
Okay.
So yeah, we've had him for a little bit, but make sure to pick him up.
I think this is another one too that like disappeared when we first brought him back, and then it's been a long time since we've been able to restock them. So those crusher caps are, sought after, especially the UV printed ones, which is just like what?
Speaking of disappearing, it's White Death. Decked out in that. I mean, it's not camouflage. It's I guess it kind of is. It's like just this all white
works
garment.
for snow.
It works. It's a snow camouflage outfit. Big heavy duty parka because it's cold. He's got these really tall boots. I think they're kind of like a felt uppers or something like that, insulated a little bit. And he's got this iconic
sock
mask. It's really haunting looking actually. And right now we have him shown with a Mosin Nagant. In real life, White Death would have used iron sights primarily, which is interesting actually to have like so many kills using just iron sights. But we do have this Mosin Nagant with scope, just for your general rank and file snipers. Rank and file snipers.
Once again, he's showing off the perfect caliber because it is back in action. But obviously White Death is the thing you're really looking at, because I think we've had him back 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he's one of our
like 5-minute sellouts.
Yeah, one of our more popular figures. So if you've picked one up, thank you. Glad everyone's pumped about this one because it is a cool figure. So
I mean, it is literally an icon printed on an icon.
That's what we're doing here. That's the whole point of this.
Right, it's true. No, that's really, really cool. So it's a lot of fun. It'd be interesting to see if somebody was just like, screw it, I bought 5. I got 5 White Deaths. Look out, Russia.
That's a lot of kills. That's a lot of kills.
All right, so moving on from there, a couple of things to chat about. Coming Thursday, this guy is bringing his minifigs to the BKM Vault.
Those are the pinnacle of minifigure design, right there.
This is where Landon peaked, and it's just been
It's all downhill.
No nonsense.
You guys have just been watching this train wreck.
Yeah, man. So we got some minifigures heading to the vault coming up on Thursday. I talked a little bit on Friday about how there's a blog post on brickmaniatoys.com right now that shows off some of the rules, etc. If you're going to be participating in the vault, because now minifigures are in there. Maybe you didn't previously care to join in the vault festivities. Now you want to brush up on the rules. Make sure you just go check that out right there, because there is some stuff that we want people to know about the minifigures. But either way, it's going to be super exciting.
Yeah.
Going to get them all autographed. Come with that exclusive backing card.
I'm going to autograph the minifigures.
You're going to autograph the minifigures?
Is that what you just saying?
No, you're going to autograph the backing card.
Backing card.
Yeah. Do you want to try this? You kind of already do. If you guys own a Brickmania minifig, you'll know that he usually puts his name on the heel. But those don't, because the legs aren't printed.
They're old.
Oh.
I don't think.
I bet probably
legs
not.
aren't printed.
Yeah, okay. Well, you'll get your backing card then. That'll still be sweet. So I think the first haul will be like 25, not 25 different figures. Some of them will have some repeats, etc. But it should be a good haul. We'll have some other stuff in the vault too. Stay tuned on probably Wednesday coming up this week. We'll have a little preview video and let people know what's going down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Otherwise, remember, that sale shows up April 5th. Digital instructions on April 7th. And then this, the final day that you can submit your mock to try to win this bad boy, is June 1st.
Awesome.
Yeah, so win a Swift boat because this kit is incredible. It comes with some awesome minifigures, including an exclusive Vietnam era Navy SEAL that has never been
whoa,
outside
easy,
of a
buddy.
kit. So that's pretty sweet. But yeah, June 1st, get to building. We've already had some sweet submissions in that sense. We'll show some off and tease them as we get a little bit closer to the official date. There you have it. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, and if you're building a giant diorama for a contest like this, make sure to document it as you go, because those pictures are really just cool to share with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So that's totally a side note. That's nothing to do with the contest. That's just a recommendation.
Yeah.
You got to go back through it and share that with your friends and kind of just see it progress over the time that you take on it. So document as you build. Super important. Super important.
Well, and even if you do wind up being the lucky winner, how fun would it have to be able to have a documented process of like, here's how I built this mock that then won me a huge Brickmania kit,
yeah, you could do tutorials. You could do all this stuff. So
yeah, that's pretty sweet. Some serious builder cred in that sense, to be sure. All right, cool. Remember, that wraps up on June 1st once again. Otherwise, pick up a Mohawk, grab your restock minifigures, and we will see you on Wednesday.